Hey, you, and welcome to the podcast. Okay, I want to talk to you about boundaries, right? We need to talk about boundaries. Until recently, I've not been a fan of Christians talking about boundaries because I feel like we should, love everybody. And recently, God has been highlighting to me where I need to have boundaries, in so many different areas of my life in order to walk the narrow path, in order for me to become who I know I'm meant to become. I recently did a life audit and saw, all of the areas in my life where I wasn't showing up as the version of Sherrie Kapala that I know I'm meant to be. And so sometimes in your life, you have to put up boundaries around your old desires. I want you to think about your life. You very likely right now already put up boundaries with people, with, certain things in your life. But what could change if you began to put up weight loss boundaries? You need to put up weight loss boundaries in the form of placing boundaries around wrong desires, because wrong desires keep you from living the life that you've always wanted to live. You've always wanted to have and to live in, right? In all areas. Like if you were to do a life audit right now, you would see this. Am I showing up the way I want to live and be in my marriage? Am I showing up as the version of myself at church? Where are you holding back? Where are you not being the mom you want to be? Where are you not being the self-disciplined disciple that you know you inherently are supposed to be? You have wrong desires that are keeping you from showing up the way that you know you should live and be in all of those areas. But you have to put boundaries around those wrong desires in order to bring life to the right desires. Wrong desires, they just keep you from living that next level life. That life that you've always wanted to have and to live in. So here's the thing, you can want right things, right? Like you can want weight loss success. You can want to not be so weak around temptation. You can want to stop being lazy. You can want to stop practicing all your old wrong habits, of laying on the couch and binging Netflix and using cuss words and whatever it is. You can want to stop doing those things, but that is not enough. You have to understand what you want most, and therefore what you must do to have what you want most. Start evaluating and correcting your desires, the desires that you have for the wrong things, because the desires that you have for the wrong things, they're stopping you from living that life that you know is available to you. All you have to do is sacrifice your flesh, sacrifice the couch and your relationship with Netflix, sacrifice the power that you are giving to the food that hinders you and so easily weighs you down. Proverbs 4:25 through 27 says that you've got to start looking straight ahead. Fix your eyes on what lies ahead of you. Mark out a straight path. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from doing evil. You have to see the desires that hinder you and weigh you down as being truly evil. How do you know it? Okay, well, this is how you recognize the desires. When you know what you should do and you don't do it, that is sin to you. So that pizza doesn't feel like sin because it's food, right? And food is confusing. But does that food bring you sorrow? Does it keep taking your health because you know you shouldn't be eating gluten? You know you shouldn't be eating this many carbs with indulgence? Do you know that you shouldn't? Does it give you anxiety because now you don't know if you're going to lose the weight because you keep eating the wrong things? Does it mean you misfortune because it keeps stealing your health? That's how you recognize evil. It's evil Sam. Sorrow, anxiety, misfortune. You have to know this. You will just naturally make time for what you like and what you want, because those things bring you pleasure physically and sometimes even emotionally. They bring you emotional relief. They give you comfort, right? That's why the world calls it comfort food. You've got to guard your heart. You have to consciously concentrate on creating right desires, right? It's time for you to make sure that your affections lead you in the right directions. Start putting boundaries on your old desires. If you don't know how to do this, this is why God has you listening to me. I'm a certified Christian life coach. I help you to identify the wrong desires and to step into the self-leadership that you need to have in order to practice the right desires. So make sure those affections that you have in your life are serving you and keeping you on the narrow path, keeping you on the right course. Make sure your affections lead you in the right directions. Put boundaries on your old desires, even in weight loss. Hey you, really quickly, if you've been thinking about joining us in the Seeker's Method, now is your time. At the time that you're listening to this, very likely the Seeker's Method is about to open for enrollment. Are you on my email list? Do you know the dates when it opens? I encourage you, go to my website, sherriekapala.com/subscribe. Get on my email list. Follow me on the social media platforms. Do all of the things so you do not miss the next open enrollment. I don't know how much longer God is going to have me here leading this community, doing what He has me doing. But He has me here now doing this for you. So many women have shared with me the transformation that has taken place in their lives from the inside out because they lost their weight, spirit, soul, and body. God is no respecter of persons. If He can do it for them, through them, He can do it for you as well.